here. It's food time, food time. Team Food is ready unless it has dairy, because it's food time, food time. With Tom and Trevor, this will take forever, because it's food time, food time. Food and wine, we have the time, because it's food time, food time.
Welcome to Food Time from Welcome Home Podcast. Thanks for joining us to talk about some food. Been a bit, Trevor, since we've gotten to talk food. There was some food news out there, but we were on vacation and we didn't really get to talk about some food. And this stuff is happening constantly at Disney. So if we don't talk about it at the time it happens, it's already gone.
Yeah, you kind of miss it, and you gotta go skip to the next one because they're releasing stuff quite regularly.
Constantly. And so we just have one for today that we're going to talk about. And I actually found this one very interesting. There's a lot of new things on this list of things. And so this is like I mean, is it a festival really? I mean, it's I don't know. It's not really a festival, I guess.
Yeah. I mean,
right?
Okay. So the title of it is, the Disney Springs Flavors of Florida Foodie Guide. So this is a Disney Springs specific thing.
It is, yeah.
But, so it's, which I guess is good in that you don't need a park ticket to go and enjoy any of these things. It's you can just pop into Disney Springs whenever. Which
that actually makes it cooler, right? Because you can just anybody can go.
Yeah. Which is that better than a festival? I don't know. I mean,
yeah. This is just special food items basically that they're doing, right?
Yeah.
All right. I mean, but listen, they have over 40 different places participating in Disney Springs. So, and it's like got a whole culinary series. It might as well be a festival, right? I mean, it's a festival in everything but name. So we want to talk about this and by the way, that's why my background is Disney Springs this week, because we're at Disney Springs. So, let's get into it.
I'm always at the Polynesian because I'm always at the Polynesian.
No, he never leaves the Polynesian, and that's okay. You don't have to ever leave the Polynesian. That's that's what you do.
Yeah.
So let's start off here at Amorette's, okay?
Mm-hmm.
And let's start off with this orange mousse. So you see it in the picture right here. First of all, Amorette's always makes just the best stuff, right?
Yes.
They just always have the coolest stuff.
It looks so good. Their stuff always looks good.
So for our audio only listeners, so it looks like they took an orange and cut it in half and then made this like really cool, like, I don't know what the rind is supposed to be made out of, but they made like a fake looking rind that sits on top of it. And then it's sitting on some other thing.
Yeah. The thing underneath I feel is a little questionable in what it is, but
it says, okay, so the description of this is orange mousse, orange jam, citrus chiffon, and a Grand Marnier soaked hazelnut financier,
which is, I guess that's the thing underneath.
That's the thing on the bottom, right?
Because that's like a chiffon. Would that be the white stuff on it, or do you think that's just like a white chocolate?
I don't know. It's a good question.
Looks very delicate.
Whatever it is, it looks delicious.
Yeah.
I feel like it looks too pretty to eat almost.
You just take that piece off and you just bite it, and it just shatters in your mouth.
You have to eat this with a fork and knife, man.
You think so?
Yeah.
You would just pick this up and just toss it in your mouth?
No. Because that's all mousse on the top, right?
I guess. Yeah. I'm thinking it's like got like a chocolate shell or something to it.
It could. That's possible. But yeah, check this out if you haven't seen it. It looks good. And listen, I'm sure there's going to be a lot of orange themed things for obvious reasons. Because obviously this is about Florida, right? So a lot of citrusy stuff going on here. Like they also have a tropical dream colada, right? So I mean, it looks like, what is this? Oh no, I was gonna say it's non-alcoholic, but it is.
Oh, that is very alcoholic.
Yes.
Captain Morgan and Malibu rum.
Yeah. I read too quickly apparently, but it's passion fruit, orange, guava juice, pina colada smoothie mix, and then you can choose Captain Morgan rum or Malibu coconut rum garnished with whipped cream. So I mean, it's basically just like a boozy, like, passion fruit thing. Yeah. It's like a pog juice.
Yeah. Boozy pog juice
it's boozy pog juice. Yeah. Which I actually got boozy pog juice on my honeymoon. So we walked into Animal Kingdom Lodge for our honeymoon, And because we had concierge for, 'cause again, it was our honeymoon, we immediately were handed Pog juice that had like champagne in it or something. Like
Nice.
it was like a what do you call it? What is that drink called when you have orange juice and champagne in it? Why am I blanking on the name?
Oh, I know what you're talking about too, but I cannot remember the
Yes,
name of it.
but it was a Pog juice version of that. I
Yeah.
don't know why I can't think of the words, but yeah. So I've had that before. It's delicious. It's absolutely delicious. So yeah, so that looks interesting.
All right.
What is
So
BB Wolf Sausage Company? I've never even heard of that. Is that
that's
new?
I've seen the name before. I know it's been there for a bit. I've
Okay.
never. I guess I haven't been to Disney Springs because we didn't go at all in May, so it's been over a year since I've been to Disney Springs. So
Yeah, and you know I'm not a Disney Springs guy. I'm not a big. I don't like really shopping. So like
yeah,
I like to go for the food and stuff. Like don't get me wrong. But the last time I was at Disney Springs was not this past May, but the May before that. So over a year ago now.
yeah. So yeah, this BB Wolf's I guess is a newer
Hot
place,
dog
and
place?
yeah,
Yeah.
and this is a Frida Cubana dog, which is an all beef quarter-pound hot dog served with chorizo, Cuban style ketchup, Swiss cheese, crispy potato sticks, and Cuban bread. Which
Dude,
it
that
looks
sounds
like
delicious.
this looks like they've cut the hot dog in half
They
and
cut it in
laid it
half.
so they've
Yeah.
grilled it. Yeah, I bet that's
Yeah,
real good.
that I mean, that looks delicious. It's and that Cuban bread is delicious
Hmm.
too. Like with the crispy potato sticks on there. Oh man, I would so get this. That is like
Yeah.
that sounds awesome. Now I'm just looking at this and I'm like, why? Why are we doing healthy
Okay, so
things?
so Blaze fast fired pizza came in with the most basic looking thing. like
It's citrus berry salad. Come on.
like
Fresh
the,
greens,
yeah.
strawberries, blueberries, mandarin oranges, feta, topped with house
Okay,
made
but
citrus vinaigrette. What is
it's
that?
new that like so it's a new thing and it has oranges in it, so it qualifies, I guess, as
Florida.
something
They
for
just
this.
it's like, how can we make this Florida? Throw some oranges in it. Like that's
That's what it
literally what
feels
they
like.
did.
Yeah.
Yeah. They just
Yeah.
threw some oranges in there. Um let's get to the boathouse.
Hmm.
To
Like the
something that is
boathouse.
okay. You want to read this one?
A yellowtail ceviche, yellowtail tossed in mango lime salsa with red pepper, jalapeno, yakama, I guess is how you say that.
Jicama, I believe. Yes,
Jicama?
jicama.
Oh, jicama. Okay. And then cucumber topped with hearts of palm, micro cilantro, because you can't have regular
You
cilantro
just
with
can't
that,
have regular. You need to be
and
micro.
chili oil served with tostadas and avocado. So that's a lot of flavors, but I bet that it's delicious. I know that like
Out for
Yellowtail
me.
is not up your your alley, but this feels like it would be a very good summer
Well,
meal to have.
there is not that literally there's two things in this entire dish that I would eat, and that's the tostadas, and I'd maybe have some of the lime.
But you don't do mango?
I don't, the mangoes with the it's tossed with
Yeah.
the fish though.
Hmm.
So I'm not. I mean, mango's good. I don't mind mango.
Okay.
I don't do
I was gonna say,
avocado though.
if you just like mango, we're gonna have to have a separate conversation about that. 'Cause gotta have
Well,
mango.
I like mango. I like mango.
All right. So
Okay,
what's
one of
Chef
my
Art Smith doing?
this is one of my favorite Disney Springs restaurants. I've talked about it on the show before. I love Art Smith's Homecoming. It's every time we've been there, we've not only gotten gigantic, like the portions are huge there, but they're also it's just delicious. It's just a
Mhm.
delicious place, and it's really nice where the location is too, right on the water. They have a really you can have some really nice views. But what we have here is a Tupelo chicken and biscuits. Chicken biscuits dressed with fresh dill, parsley ranch slaw, lightly drizzled with Tupelo honey. I mean, that just looks delicious.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out what Tupelo honey is exactly, but I guess I don't care because yeah, that
Yeah,
like chicken and
yeah,
biscuits, like these,
yeah.
like yeah,
I had
that's an
for
easy win.
breakfast today. Well, actually, it was brunch, Trevor. I had a. I went to a place. It was a biscuit place. I forget what the name of it is off the top of my head, but it was a biscuit sandwich. It was bacon, egg, cheddar, fried chicken, uh, and spicy sausage gravy
Okay,
poured
yeah,
over it. It was delicious. Like, I love chicken biscuits. This is right up my alley. I would 100% jump on this.
Yeah.
Um, do we want to talk about the drink or not? I don't even know if at Food Time we've decided whether we're doing alcoholic drinks
I
on here or
mean,
not. But
I'll be honest. I'm never going to go for the alcoholic drinks. So I mean, if you want to talk about one in particular, that's fine. I
well,
can
neither
skip
of us
past
drink,
them.
so
Yeah.
you know, yeah, it's there is a. I mean, so just again to the audio listeners, by the way, so the Tupelo chicken and biscuits looks like it comes in a plate of 3, maybe,
Yeah, it looked like sliders.
but they're nice size though. I mean, they're thick. I mean,
I mean,
that's
anything can be a slider if you try hard enough. So-
any sandwich could turn into a slider.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair. Okay, so let's get down to Chicken Guy.
Okay. I forgot
Which
about Chicken Guy. I'm actually surprised. I haven't seen anything from Chicken Guy in a while.
you know
And
what's interesting? I saw a clickbait article the other day because I'm a sucker for clickbait articles, and it ranked like the best fried chicken restaurants, and they
Mhm.
had Chicken Guy as number 1, and I was shocked by this actually.
I mean, Chicken
Like it
Guy
was
is
above
good.
Chick-fil-A, it was above like, all of the chicken places you think of. They had Chicken Guy number 1, and I was shocked by this, especially since I believe the only location is Disney Springs. Maybe they've opened a new one since then, but I think this is pretty limited to Disney Springs, right?
It is, although I found that like you can get like the sauces and stuff from there now
Oh,
pretty
really? Okay.
readily available. They Guy Fieri, or at least in my neck of the woods, they sell Guy Fieri barbecue sauces at the grocery store now.
Oh, yeah, mine too. Yeah, mine too. So what they have here though is a special for because to make it Florida, right? And I listen, I'm all in favor of this because I love key lime,
Hmm.
absolutely love key lime. So key lime shake, creamy vanilla ice cream blended with key lime custard, graham cracker crumbs, and topped with whipped cream. That just sounds like something I would get and very much enjoy because I love key lime pie. And this basically is key lime pie in a shake.
Yeah, I mean, I wish, and I always say this, I wish that there was a non-dairy or a lactose-free option for it because I would love to
Yeah,
try this too. It looks delicious, but
it
I would
looks
have to
delicious.
pass. Yeah,
Then
but
we've
hey,
got a go ahead,
consolation
sorry.
prize is a Cuban sandwich.
Yeah, you read the Cuban
Yeah,
sandwich because I mean it
uh,
seems like a pretty standard Cuban, but
yeah, pork lechon, ham, Swiss cheese, sweet pickles, mustard on a pressed Cuban bread served with plantain chips and avocado dip. So interesting that they went for a pork option at Chicken Guy.
no, this is not a chicken guy. This said cilantro
I
urban
thought that was
eatery.
sorry. I thought that they it looked like it was under because
Yeah,
they
because
put it
it's
with
the
the
same
Chicken Guy
picture. They just
stuff.
shared a
Yeah,
picture.
I missed that it was
Yeah,
okay. So okay, this is at the Cilantro Urban Eatery, which is fine.
which is another place I have not heard of. I don't know. Maybe I just don't pay enough
I
attention to
I
Disney
feel like
Springs news.
I feel like there's a lot of small little places. Like when you're at Disney Springs, if you're not like walking around, you can miss a lot of this stuff.
Yeah, agreed. I have to say that looks good too. I mean, it's a Cuban. It seems like a pretty
Mhm.
straightforward Cuban. There's not like anything crazy special about it. It's exactly what a Cuban is. I'm laughing at this next one, Trevor, just based on your most recent experience.
Nope.
Over at CityWorks Eatery and Poorhouse, we have the South Florida Conch Fritter Cake. Fritter cakes flavored with key lime zest and topped with mango chili sauce, mojo, aioli, and crispy fried papaya and micro cilantro. More micro cilantro.
Yeah.
I'm laughing about this because Trevor, that's the one thing that made him sick at Flower and Garden was a conch fritter, right?
Yeah, it they just upset my stomach. I don't know what it was in them that did it, but because of that, I am not going to entertain another conch fritter.
there's wait okay, so there's this next thing though too. I'm not into this, but I know Trevor won't have some, but it is very
Mhm.
Florida. It's very Florida Keys. The next thing though I need to mention, I said necessarily we weren't going to talk about drinks, but the tangy watermelon sunrise from the
Okay.
Coca-Cola store. Minute Maid lemonade, watermelon puree. What is that? Chamoy?
Yeah.
Chamoy? How do you say
Well, I
that? Chamoy
guess.
sauce?
Sure.
Topped with simply lemonade and pickle juice foam. There also appears to be a full-on pickle in the
In
top of
your
this thing.
watermelon and pickle
That
drink.
doesn't feel right to me.
I mean, okay, this is the hard part, right? Is somebody had to vet this,
Yeah.
and this I feel like this is the same kind of thing. Like I tried that the Dole Whip with Powerade,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
it turned out better than I thought. And this is the hard part is that just looking at it visually, I don't know, but I guess I'm not gonna go buy a watermelon and a pickle and try this either. This is
Yeah,
the
there's
thing. Like it's
for the non video listeners, there's it's like I don't even what color would you describe this? It's almost like a peach color,
yeah, with
and then
the pickle on top
there's
is not doing it any
yeah, there's
favors.
just a pickle sitting on a toothpick
Yeah.
in the top there with some foam and some sort of pink dust floating around it.
No.
It's very. I mean, listen. At least they're trying different stuff, and they're not just like doing the same stuff over and over. You know?
Yeah. I mean, I feel like that's like 2 misses in a row from my point of view. Conch
Fair
fritters
enough. Fair enough.
and pickle
Fair enough.
watermelon drink, like
That's
oh,
fair enough.
yeah, we're skipping all
Uh,
that.
over at the Daily Poutine, this is not. First of all, Trevor, I apologize in advance.
Loaded fries, but they can call it poutine if they want.
Yeah, yeah. This is not new though either. So this is a crispy pork with datil. I don't know. I've never seen that
Yeah.
before. Pepper sauce, Florida Hearts of Palm slaw, and beer cheese sauce, made with Sunshine Stroll Orange Pilsner. I mean, I know it's not poutine, Trevor, but it does look interesting.
It does. I'm just okay. Yeah, it's
You're just opposed to calling it poutine. They're loaded fries, not poutine.
yeah. It like I'm trying to figure out where the gravy comes in. I guess maybe it's that beer cheese sauce, but there's
Yes, that's
nothing.
what. Yeah, it's in there. Yeah,
But that doesn't equate to gravy for me because you need
no,
the
that's
gravy.
loaded fries.
Yeah.
To be fair, they're not calling it poutine. It's just being served at the
Yeah.
Daily Poutine. So
That's fair. Yeah.
you can give them a slight pass for that. A slight pass. not a full one, a slight one.
Mhm.
All right, so let's see what else we got here. There's a vodka lemonade. No thanks.
Deluxe
The
Burger has
Okay, look at this burger. Oh my gosh.
the
All right.
glowing oak burger.
The glowing oak burger over at Deluxe Burger, 2 pressed signature blend beef patties, pimento cheese, a fried green tomato, bacon, jalapeno jam on a cheddar chive biscuit. I don't even know what to say to that.
Yeah, I mean, okay, like
Oh my gosh.
I could maybe eat half of one of these. I feel this looks like a lot.
It does look like it's a lot. Yeah. I mean, and I don't eat burgers, but I mean, the fried green tomato, bacon, jalapeno jam, and the cheddar chive biscuit on its own just looks delicious. Just give me that biscuit. I'll just eat the
True.
biscuit.
Yeah. Yeah, the biscuit looks tasty. But then
It
that
does.
fried green tomato on the bottom, like it looks like another hamburger patty. And then,
It does,
and then
yeah.
there's 2 more patties on top.
Well,
Wow.
much like my sandwich that I had this morning, Trevor, how do you eat this, right? Because like when I got the sandwich, I was looking at it and it was like,
Yeah.
this big. And I was like, how in the world am I going to eat this? And, obviously I had to use a fork and a knife, but I feel like this is a burger you'd have to use a fork and a knife for, or you'd really have to smush it down. Or maybe, your jaw can unhinge like a python. I don't know. But other than that,
Or you're
I
just
don't know,
eating it in like weird sections. Like,
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, you mean like trying to like just bite off like half, you gotta have
Like,
all the bite.
you don't cut it vertically, you cut it horizontally, and then
Okay.
and then it's
So,
a
like,
huge mess. And yeah.
So you just unfold it basically.
Yeah, exactly.
But then one side you have half the toppings, and the other side, it's
yeah,
it
then
leaves
you
a
get
lot
two
of the-
you get 2 sandwiches out of it, really, if you think
You
about it.
do. That's true. That's true. That's a fair point. That's fair. That's an interesting one though, and we also have another key lime shake as well. So a key lime gelato shake. So this one's a little different. That it's vanilla gelato blended with Minute Maid lemonade and graham cracker crumbs and topped with whipped cream. So it's similar but a little different.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, I guess there's going to be a lot of key lime on here, as we're seeing at Dockside Margaritas.
Yeah, Dockside Margaritas
yeah.
has a key lime freeze. We'll move on.
All right, here we go. Oh, Earl's Sandwich. Okay, what is Earl's Sandwich?
By the way, Early Sandwich is one of those places that I've been told forever I need to go to, and I've never gone to, just because we've always been eating other stuff at Disney Springs. But everyone always says it's amazing.
Okay, all right. Yeah, you do have to hit up Earl's Sandwich. I've eaten there multiple times on both coasts. I've been to East and West Coast Earl's Sandwich, and it's good. You got to eat there.
Yeah. So you want to read this one?
So
this one's more
Earl's
up your alley
Big
than mine.
Flounder Sandwich. Breaded flounder fillets, tartar sauce, and dill pickles topped with Earl's signature coleslaw. It's basic in that it's fish and chips on a bun.
It is, yeah.
But it looks good. Like, with the coleslaw and everything, I feel like that's going to be a good fish sandwich.
That bread looks excellent.
Mhm.
Bread makes the sandwich for me, right? So like whenever you have like a good looking bread like that,
Yeah. And then, hey, they actually have something key lime here that I could potentially get into
you
because
could, yeah.
it's not as bad as the shake. Is a key lime cheesecake Danish? I really like
Oof.
Danishes, and
Yeah.
cheesecake is one of those things that is like borderline for me. I can usually have cheesecake, um, or I just make sure I have lactate with me, which is fine. But yeah, a cheesecake Danish, like give me a fish sandwich and a Danish on the side, right? Like
There you go. Yeah. I would just eat the Danish, obviously.
I know, but
Yeah, but
that's too bad. I feel we got to find some kind of fish that resonates with you.
you sound like my wife. You should just have like meetings with my wife about trying to get me to eat things I don't want to eat.
Fish is good. It's good.
Okay.
All right. What does the Edison have? Or
Okay, so I've been to the
Adventure
Edison.
Club, but not
Yeah.
really.
I actually really like the Edison. I feel like it's a lot of people don't go there, but it's a really neat place.
Mhm.
But they have a hot honey high voltage chicken sandwich, which is 6 words for one sandwich. So buttermilk fried chicken drizzled with St. Augustine native. Okay, so I guess this is a Florida pepper specifically. Okay,
Yeah, sounds like yeah.
yeah. So the St. Augustine native datil pepper. I'm probably saying it wrong, and I apologize if I am. Petal honey. So it's a pepper infused honey
Mhm.
on a brioche bun with a hatch pepper, Gouda, arugula, and tomato.
Okay.
I mean, it looks pretty good.
I feel like it might be crossing into too spicy because you got the
You got
the
a lot of
hot
pepper there.
honey and
Yeah.
then the pepper Gouda feels like it could
Yeah.
be a little hot.
Yeah, I would agree with that. It could be a little bit too hot. I'm not a huge. I don't like super spicy stuff. I'll have spicy stuff, but like if it's burning my mouth and I don't enjoy eating the thing, then I'm out. You know,
Right.
like some people like the burn. I do not.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it has to hit the right way. There's different levels of burn for sure. And
Yeah.
and I feel like this could be like you kind of know like 3 or 4 bites into it, it's like you have to make a decision on do you power through or do you realize you made a
Yeah.
mistake? And I feel like this would be
Yeah.
one of those sandwiches that I would start eating it and then be like, I
Nope.
think I might have made a mistake on this one.
I think I might have screwed up here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get what you're saying on that one. That makes total sense. All right, so let's go down to what is this? Eat?
Eat by Manit
Manit?
Chauhan.
I feel like I haven't heard of this one either. How is that possible?
Again,
right.
I feel like there's lots of new places that have opened up in Disney Springs since even the last time I've been.
Apparently, yeah. Apparently. You want to read this one? What
So
is
this is-
cobia?
I don't know what cobia is, but with
Feels like a kind of fish.
yeah, with masala
fish.
santra gastrique, which is cobia coated panko breadcrumbs, dusted with chaat masala, topped with masala santra gastrique, made with navel oranges, mustard seeds, cumin, garam masala, and Kashmiri chili powder. This is a very Indian palate
Yeah, I think this is an
flavor
Indian restaurant,
palette
so,
going on.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, it looks like a good sandwich, but yeah, like you said, I feel I'm gonna look up on the other screen here what cobia is because
it's a fish. I looked it up.
okay, all right.
Yeah,
So-
this is an Indian.
okay.
It is an Indian restaurant too. by the
So
way,
more fish that Tom will never enjoy.
Correct.
Do you do Indian food at all, or
Yeah, I like Indian food. Yeah,
Okay,
I'll eat some Indian food. You know, it depends on the Indian food, but yeah. Wait? Oh, so these are the bites. Okay, sorry.
oh,
We've been
that's
looking
the
at the wrong
bites.
thing.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so these are the bites.
All right.
So there's a bite-sized version of this, and then there's a
Then-
sandwich
Which is
that's a crispy flounder sandwich.
yeah. Oh, okay.
That's what we were looking at originally. So they threw me off. They had a little like slideshow thing going
Yeah.
on here.
Which the fact that it started on the middle one, I think, is what's odd.
Yeah. So the crispy flounder sandwich with Santra barbecue sauce. Don't know what that means. I feel like sometimes they just love throwing these words in here. Just be like, oh, it sounds fancy. Like, you know,
Well, it's
but
like
we don't-
aioli, just it's like
Yeah.
mayonnaise, right?
Yeah, exactly. But it's deep fried flounder with was it chaat
Yeah.
masala on a I said marsala like a Italian on a toasted hoagie with tikka butter, zesty Santra barbecue sauce. What is that? Kachumber? What is that? I have no idea what that word is. Kachumber? I don't know.
I guess kachumber. Yeah, I'm not sure.
Someone correct me. That's fine. pickled red cabbage served with chips. Again, this is not really my cup of tea, but probably something you'd try.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, like I don't know what all those flavors are going to do together. So it's kind of yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't
All
know.
right.
It's, this next one though
On
at Enzo's.
Enzo's. Yeah. And which is another place that I've been meaning to go and have not gone.
All right. So we have
you want to do this one?
Yeah, bruschetta calabrese, which is grilled ciabatta topped with we got some weird words. Nuja and Florida sourced Fioretta stracciatella.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Stracciatella, petal honey.
That's why I gave you this one.
Micro arugula.
More micro arugula. Someone got a deal on micro arugula.
This one. We're not getting full size cilantro or arugula on our dishes.
I would eat this. This sounds delicious.
I mean, bruschetta is great.
Yeah.
I'll always go for bruschetta.
All right, so that's the food there. Then we have Aaron McKenna's Bakery NYC. We have a pineapple upside down cake, which is not something I really associate with Florida, but sure, why not? We're going citrus, right?
Yeah.
Delicious gluten-free vegan. I'm out after gluten-free and vegan. And kosher. I'm okay with the kosher. Vanilla cake topped with caramelized pineapple slice. I mean, it looks good, but I mean, I don't know. No offense to anyone that's gluten-free out there, please. I don't email us. I just every time I see gluten-free, I go, oh, so also taste-free. Like
it has a different flavor, yes.
Yes.
So. I don't know what I would expect from this other than upside down cake.
Yeah. I actually was at a local bakery one time, Trevor, and I ordered a salted caramel brownie, and they said, do you want gluten-free or do you want gluten? I said, can you give me extra gluten? I would like more gluten. Can you add gluten to the brownie? Give me more. I love gluten.
Anyway, all the gluten you took out of the gluten-free ones you can put in mine.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Take all that gluten. Yeah. Ooh, this looks fun. Okay. Frontera Cocina. Is that the correct way to say it, or Cocina? I forget.
Cocina.
I should remember this. Yeah. Oh, I should give you this one. You read all the Spanish words.
Oh, why do I get to read the Spanish words?
All right.
It's this one.
This one. I think it's this one. Okay. Yeah, there it is. Okay. Yeah.
Cocktail de Cameron.
Camarones. Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
Florida pink shrimp with tangy, spicy Mexican cocktail sauce, avocado, jicama, cucumber, cilantro, and lime. I think that's actually the one.
No, there's shrimp in here though. This is shrimp.
Yeah, but this is a cocktail. It's a
cocktail.
Yeah.
It's this?
Yes.
That's what in the world is what? Okay.
It's a shrimp. It's a shrimp cocktail with chips on the side.
But it's like, oh yeah, I don't know. I'd eat the chips.
You've never had a shrimp cocktail before, I'm guessing.
No, because I don't eat shrimp. So yeah, but that just even looks weird. I don't know.
So this is the Cameron's al Coco.
Yeah. Okay. The Cameron's al Coco is the same shrimp, creamy coconut sauce, studded with roasted white onion, jalapeno, sun-dried tomatoes. It was a yuca al mojo, and green chili adobo. It actually looks pretty good.
Yeah.
I mean,
right. Almost looks like a pasta dish, right? Like it's
yeah. But it's just I think it's just because the shrimp are so covered up,
and the yuca. I think it's the yuca that's doing it.
Yeah, that'll do it, right?
We have a sugar skull.
Yeah, chocolate sugar skull, a chocolate shell filled with white chocolate and Florida key lime mousse, raspberry compote, and a vanilla sponge cake soaked with Florida key lime syrup and graham cracker crumbles. Comes with its very own mini hammer, so you can smash it. Listen. Not only does that look awesome, the ingredients in it sound fantastic.
Oh yeah,
like there's so much good stuff in that I want to eat. There's a lime mousse, there's a raspberry compote, there's a vanilla sponge cake soaked in lime. This is just all lime right here.
Yeah, I feel like the mallet won't work as well as you think it will, because if it's all like I guess it has the hard shell on the outside, but you're really not gonna it's not gonna shatter. Yeah. Right?
Because it's not like the pinatas you can buy at what is it, the Ganachery or is it Emirates, whichever one you buy it at. Because that was fun to smash. When I got one of those, dude, it was like like just smashing it. It was great. Took out all my anger from the day of people standing in the middle of walkways and blocking fast pass entrances.
Maybe they shouldn't give you a little hammer.
Yeah, just listen. I took it out on the pinata, nowhere else. Um, all right,
Right.
so now down to the ganachery, which I was just talking about actually, and they have a fruit ganache pop with flavors of passion fruit, orange, and guava. So they're doing pog. They're doing a pog ganache pop
Pog
with
ganache.
65% dark chocolate. That
would have been a better name for it instead
the
of
what?
just
The pog pop?
Pog ganache pop sounds better than fruit ganache pop.
How many people know what the pog juice stuff is, though? I
Doesn't
mean,
matter.
like
It still sounds
yeah,
better.
you're not wrong. You're not wrong. We also, of course, because we can't avoid lime,
Mhm.
which listen, I'm fine with. I love lime. I love key limes. I love all that. Lime ganache square, fresh limes blended with white chocolate and robed in 65% dark chocolate. Again, these are like little square candies that I would eat an entire box of probably in one sitting.
Yeah, I wonder how many come in a serving.
I don't know, but probably like 6 and it costs like $47. Uh, so, and then we also have the orange ganache pop, which looks a little different, but it's a vanilla orange ganache enrobed in 65% dark chocolate, but it's almost like painted on the outside,
Yeah, and this is a returning thing too. So the first two were new. This one looks like it's been there before. So
It has, yeah. So, and then, we're not going to do Ghirardelli because it looks like
'cause
Ghirardelli is
they're being
doing
unoriginal.
being
Uh,
lazy.
yeah.
Okay, so this picture above okay, this is from Gideon's.
Yeah.
Gideon's, another place I've tried to go to twice now, and both times there have been too long of lines for me to wait.
There's
But
always a line at Gideon's. I've never not seen a line at Gideon's.
yeah, I mean, I went at like 9 o'clock at night one time, and there was like a really long line, and they were closing in like an hour. And I said to the person, I was like, "So am I gonna get in if I wait in this line?" She's like, "No." And I was like, "Okay, well, all right, I'm out then." But they have a key lime icebox pie, which is layers of key lime curd with a key lime cream filling and a graham cracker crust that just looks like I want to eat all of it in once. I want to do the cartoon thing where you cut out the slice and then take the rest of the cake. Like you do the joke where you cut out one slice and then you take the rest of it. That's what I want to do with this because I love key lime and this looks delicious.
Yeah, looking at it, this is like an individual serving thing. Like it's not big. It
No.
doesn't look very big, but
I think that's why they have the oranges there for comparison,
scale.
right? Yeah. So, but listen, if it were a full size one, that's what I'd want to do with it. So, let's see what else we got here. House of Blues. There's a lot of stuff, man. This is even though we're only covering one topic today, this is a lot. So let's see. You want to do this one over at House of Blues?
Yeah, House of Blues.
That's how you say it.
Etouffee. So Florida
Etouffee,
Gulf
yeah,
shrimp
yeah.
etouffee, which is a Cajun dish.
This guy right here.
That one there.
I can zoom in on some pictures. Why can't I do that with all of them? What do you think of that one? I mean, is that up your alley? Or
I'm reading off of your screen, so you need to move down. So
you got to have your own screen.
Fine. Then I will scroll down to.
No, I'm kidding. Okay.
So it's a hearty Cajun dish with shrimp sourced from the Florida Gulf in a rich thickened sauce served over rice. We don't know what's in the thickened sauce.
No, you don't. You don't. Yeah. There's also a key lime pie milkshake again.
I feel like we don't need to keep reiterating key lime pie milkshake. It seems like everywhere has a key lime pie milkshake.
It does, yeah.
But they have a Green Gator mocktail, which I feel is worth calling out because it's a non-alcoholic drink.
And also because it's in this little adorable Green Gator thing, I think.
Yes, it is very cute. Yeah.
Yeah.
So orange, lime, pineapple, Seagram's club soda, simple syrup, and mint served in a Gator souvenir cup.
That's pretty cool. I actually like that cup a lot. I kind of just want that cup.
Reminds me of we see it like tumblers back in the 90s that were cool like that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean, right?
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah.
All right, moving down to I never remember how to say this name correctly. It's a Jaleo. The Jose Andres one that's over there. So we got a Key West shrimp gazpacho, a traditional Spanish chilled tomato soup with pink Key West shrimp. I'm not a big gazpacho fan.
Yeah, I've never actually had why can't I?
Gazpacho?
Gazpacho. I can't say it for some reason. Gazpacho, yeah.
Yeah,
I've never had
I'm just not
it.
a fan.
And
Yeah.
like I it's not that I'm against cold soup. It's just never crossed my mind before.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
And then cheesy fungi John mushrooms. Local wild mushrooms from Fungi John, sauteed in extra virgin olive oil and topped with shaved.
Wait. Who's Fungi John? Like,
I
is that
don't
just like a
know.
locally known dude that
I
like gets
guess,
mushrooms?
yeah.
Like what?
I'm trying to figure out what idazabal cheese is and Iberian ham. I know
Yeah.
what
No.
Iberian ham. Idazabal cheese, I'm not sure
No
what that
idea
would
what
be.
that is. Fungi
Okay.
John is a store in Florida that sells mushrooms. Well, there you go.
Okay.
So I'm sorry, not a store. It's a farm. I apologize. It's a farm. It's a mushroom farm.
Well,
All right.
yeah, I feel
Cool.
like it's in the name, but yeah.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. I just thought it was interesting there. So
Yeah.
let's move over down now though to Jock Lindsay's Hangar Bar, another place I would really like to go to in Disney
Mhm.
Springs and have not, for some Gulf white shrimp fritters. Now, Trevor, you're not against fritters in general, just the
I
conch fritters.
I don't know actually. I don't know if it was
Okay,
the conch or the fritter
the
batter
fritter
part.
part.
Yeah, I don't know which part got me, so I'm hesitant to say I want to try shrimp fritters.
Okay, fair enough. So these are shrimp fritters, orange pilsner battered Gulf white shrimp fritter with grilled sweet peppers and a pepper aioli. So it looks
Mhm.
interesting, right? I
Yeah,
guess if you're gonna be into the fritter thing, there's also a couple drinks here, but I don't think they really
yeah,
need to
and
be brought up.
yeah, pretty pretty standard.
Pretty standard
Um,
bar stuff, right?
yeah,
Uh,
Joffrey's is I guess doing a honey latte, which
how does
yeah.
okay? Can we? I mean, how was that Florida?
I mean the honey part, I guess.
But I mean, every you can get honey lots of places.
Yeah.
All right, whatever. I'm not gonna criticize. Whatever they're trying. I appreciate it. There's over at Morimoto. There is the Florida Orange Sweet and Sour Grouper, which is flash fried grouper with onion, bell pepper, Florida orange, served with a sweet and sour orange sauce. I have to say the presentation of this is very nice. It's very,
I mean, I would expect so from Morimoto.
true. That's true. I know there's a lot of people really love Morimoto Asia over at Disney Springs. I have not been, but I've always heard a lot of good things about that
I
place.
feel like we could find something for you at Morimoto. I know it's a lot
Oh, I'm
of
sure we can. Yeah, no. Listen,
seafood,
if there's
but
a chicken dish, we're cool. Like, just get me a chicken dish. That's all. As long as it's a chicken dish, and I mean, not covered in like random mushrooms or something, then we're cool. Uh, so let's go over to paddlefish, Trevor.
yeah.
Let's go to paddlefish here. We
Mhm.
got Florida Gulf shrimp, and that's all it's called. It's just called Florida Gulf shrimp, and then really it's just shrimp with a crispy rice grit cake and green chili sauce.
Okay.
Are you jumping for that one? I mean,
I would be down for that
yeah,
because
okay,
it's yeah. The chili
all right.
sauce looks interesting, and I've never had a rice grit cake
Yeah,
before,
I'm not sure what that
so
is
I'm trying
actually.
to figure out what the texture would be. But I mean, the shrimp looks good. I like good shrimp. If you give me tasty shrimp, I can probably go along with whatever else you're selling me.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Uh, there's some sort of, I mean, there's like a the green chili sauce that's in there. That I mean,
Mm,
that doesn't look too bad. So,
yep.
let's go down to Paradiso 37. Right,
Yeah.
Taste of the Americas. I've never been to this one, and I really have never really heard anybody talk about it. So, but what is that? Pargo
Pargo.
allo macho.
Yeah. Crispy
Did I actually?
fried, locally
Yeah.
caught yellowtail snapper. I guess yellowtail is a local fish in Florida. That's probably why they
Yeah. Yeah.
offer
Yeah.
it up. Paired with a seafood mix of clams, mussels, octopus, calamari, and shrimp finished with a pickled red onion, served with crispy tomatoes that Tom will never, ever, ever eat.
Don't even bring this near me. I don't even want to smell this. I would smell this from across the restaurant. Get out of here with this.
They're covering the gambit there of all the seafood. This
Ugh.
is
I would eat whatever this. What is the garnish on the side here? Oh, these are crispy tostones. Yeah, I'll eat those.
there you
give
can
me the
have the
testo-
tostados.
Yeah,
I'll have
give me
everything
those.
else.
Give me those. Yeah, I'll have that.
Oh,
Okay,
hey, we
how is
found
this?
pizza.
We did find pizza over at Pizza Pont. Pont.
Yeah,
Yeah.
punt. Yeah.
Spicy salami calabrese, petal honey, chili, and pecorino romano. Now, This looks delicious. Don't know what's Florida about it, but it looks delicious.
Have you ever had honey on a pizza before?
I know a lot of people do the hot honey on pizza, and it's just not a thing that I've tried, but I want to.
So you don't have to do hot honey, but so there's a place where I live that they do a 4 cheese pizza with honey, and it is so
Okay.
good. Like
Hmm.
don't underestimate how good honey brings pizza to the next level. So yeah,
Yeah, that's
I would
fair.
try that. That looks like a good pizza.
Looks like good pizza. I feel like I've heard the pizza over there is pretty good. So, but I haven't had it.
Mhm.
So, but we're going over to the Plate Pig now for another place that I've heard is fantastic, and I have
Oh,
not been to.
you've not had polite pig?
I have not. I just it's not.
Ah,
I'm always at homecoming. That's the problem. We always go to
oh, okay,
homecoming because
that's
we
fair.
really love
We
homecoming.
have had polite pig. Polite pig is worth a stop into. And again, I know this is not going to be your cup of tea, but
Also, if you're
smoked.
called the Plate Pig, this is. I feel like you're going against your model here.
Yeah, but I mean, they're offering up something different with the smoked
All
mahi
right.
mahi and summer vegetable ragu. So it's a mahi mahi topped with orange and herb oil cold smoked then baked, accompanied by a marinated portobello mushrooms, leeks, and summer vegetable ragu infused with Ravenous Pig Brewing Company Lone Palm Golden Ale. That is a lot of words for.
It's a whole lot of not eating for me. That's what it is. It's
Yeah.
a whole lot of
A
get
lot
this
of
away
picking
from me.
through past all the
Yeah.
fish to get to the
Wait,
vegetables.
there's not even anything besides fish and mushrooms in this. This is there's nothing here for me.
Oh, there's
Veggies, maybe.
leeks. Yeah.
All right, okay, yeah. I'm not going on my way to eat leeks. That's all I'm saying. All right, over at Rainforest Cafe. Well, by the way, would you eat this one at the Play Pig? Is this like
Yeah,
you would rather?
I would give it a try if I
Okay.
wasn't already like looking for like a pork sandwich or something. Because usually, like you got to get the pork sandwich there.
Yeah, you're going there for pig. That's what I'm
Exactly.
saying. It's weird, right?
If I was in a mood, I might go and try mahi mahi there. I'm not sure.
All right, yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
Let's go to Raglan Road, who has a
Yeah.
panko salmon, which is a breaded salmon fillet, pickled fennel, blood orange, cured cucumber, beetroot with a lime and avocado puree. I feel like this is like should be at the Festival of the Arts. Like this
Yeah.
looks like a very artsy looking dish.
I guess it's not something that I expected to see at Raglan Road
Me either.
because it is an Irish pub, but yeah, it looks good. Like they kind of covered off a lot of different flavors in a small amount of space.
Yeah, it's interesting though. It's almost like deconstructed, as they would say,
Mhm.
But okay, Salt and Straw, which
All right.
Trevor and I did go to Salt and Straw when we
Yes.
did our meetup there, and Salt and Straw is very good. They have good ice cream, and they always have interesting flavors. And what they're gonna have here, what is this? La Tropical La Original Lager with guava.
So that's a
Okay,
beer flavored ice
that's
cream.
okay. Is that what it is? Tropical ice cream with notes of honey and guava flan, made from a historic recipe with Miami's La Tropical La Original Lager.
Huh. All right.
Okay, it's
Uh,
interesting.
I never thought about beer in my ice cream, but I guess it could probably work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then we got some tea and stuff. We don't really care
Mhm.
about drinks. So
Yeah.
I mean, do we even want to talk about Splitsville? It's a bowling alley.
I mean, yeah, their fish camp smoked fish dip is what
Dip.
they're offering.
Ugh.
So it's a dip. Ugh. Yeah, okay, that's
No.
yeah.
Let's go to the tacos. There's fish
All right.
tacos. Okay.
Okay, yeah.
That's at least
take me
normal.
take me to the beach fish tacos. Much,
Take me
much-
away from the fish
yeah.
dip to the beach.
I do like a good fish taco, but like fish
Okay.
tacos are definitely on my radar. And this looks pretty standard. Mahi mahi, blackened or fried, topped with Asian slaw, house-made pickled red onion, fresh cilantro, and lime wedges. I can get fish tacos like that anywhere, pretty much.
Nice.
So yeah, it's nothing amazing.
You wouldn't jump for it, but you would
Yeah,
eat it
but,
if you.
I mean,
if it
it's
was- yeah.
like you said, it's a bowling alley. So
It's a bowl. Yeah, you have to expect bowling alley type food.
Yeah.
Over at STK, we've got some crab fritters. We talked a lot. There's a lot of fritters going on at
Yeah.
this sort of festival.
I'm not convinced I like fritters. I think I think I may have decided that fritters are not
Just
on.
be anti-fritter.
Yeah.
No fritters.
Yeah.
There's also a swordfish steak,
Mm.
which is a swordfish steak rubbed with spicy, smoky seasoning, served with mango slaw, Scotch bonnet aioli, and mojo fries.
Looks pretty good.
Is it
Yeah.
Moho or Mojo?
I think it's
It's
Moho.
Moho.
Yeah.
Right? It is Moho, right?
That's
I'm
when
always
you
so like,
that's when you
yeah,
feel like
go
you
ahead.
want steak, but you don't want steak. Right?
What do
Like,
you mean?
like
Because it's a swordfish steak?
yeah, because it's not actually steak, it's fish. So
You're like, I want steak, but I want something slightly healthier.
yeah,
Slightly.
exactly.
Slightly healthier. And then we got a coconut rum cake here too, which is a light and airy cake accented by pineapple jam, rum caramel, and toasted coconut. Now, I've said this before. I'm not a pineapple fan, so I'd probably be out on this, even though it is a sweet, and I generally like most sweets.
The thing actually that makes me question is I'm not a fan of rum cake.
Okay, that's fair.
So the pineapple I don't have a problem with, but because it's a rum cake, I feel like I would probably not want to go for it.
Yeah, okay, that's fair. That's fair. Let's get down to Summer House on the Lake,
All right.
which has devil crab croquettes. So I love croquettes. One of my favorite things.
Yeah.
I don't have them often, but when I do, they're delicious. I had some actually on the cruise. They had at the Mexican restaurant, they had them. But this is deviled crab cakes made with sweet flaky blue crab and topped with bright garlicky mojo aioli.
I bet that
I,
is really good.
I bet it is, but they've ruined the croquettes for me with crab, but that's neither here nor there. But yeah,
Crab is like I know it's still seafood, but I feel crab is easier to get into than other seafoods, or it feels
it's
like
it's got a face that I look at, like I don't want to like.
well, you're
look at
not
its
getting a
face.
whole crab. You're getting like
I know, but like I know what it looks like. Like I don't know. It just
Okay.
I don't know. It creeps me out. Then there's the A Street Frita Burger, which is prime beef chorizo and served with crispy potatoes and salsa de tomate. So wait, is this not like an actual burger? It's chorizo.
just all chorizo. Yeah.
It's like a chorizo patty, I guess.
Yeah. I mean that's all right.
I like chorizo. I'm a big. I like chorizo. Chorizo is delicious.
All right. Okay. So next we have Sunshine Churros, which is doing an orange jelly churro donut, which I'm not ever had a churro donut before.
I mean, it sounds delicious and it looks delicious.
It kind of looks like a honey cruller, which I'm very much down for honey crullers.
It's hard to describe it, right?
Yeah.
Because like it's like a donut, right? But it's like covered in sugar and it's got some jam on the top and it's some sort of like the cream, and then what looks like to be just like a candy,
Yeah. So
an edible orange gummy slice.
Yeah. Marmalade jelly, a dollop of whipped cream, and edible orange gummy slice. So
Interesting.
Yeah.
That's
All right.
I would eat that. I would definitely have that.
Yeah.
Swirls on the Water's got nothing new. This is taking a lot longer than I thought it would, Trevor. This is a lot of stuff.
This is quite the menu actually for Disney Springs. So
it is.
The argument about, is it the same as a festival? I feel that,
this is a festival, man.
There is enough here to explore for sure. Yeah, another
By the
pizza.
way, in case you're wondering, this festival is happening. I'll mention it after we're done here, but it's starting soon here in the next week or so, and it is going until August 10th. So June 27th to August 10th is the timeline of this festival. So, or sort of festival, whatever we're going to call it.
Qualifies as a festival, I think.
Yeah, Flavors of Florida. They've done this every year for a little while now. So excuse my scrolling if you're watching on video.
Down to Crafted Italian is up next with pizza alla vodka.
Okay, again. Okay, locally farmed basil in Orlando. That's the way you made it, Florida?
I guess. Or maybe the vodka. I don't know.
I don't know. I mean, it looks good.
It's not vodka.
I mean, listen, it looks delicious. Don't get me wrong. I mean,
topped with locally sourced burrata from Dicuro Mozzarella.
I guess that's a local cheesemaker.
Yeah. Locally farmed basil from Orlando and vodka sauce. Seems like
if it's sourced from Florida, then sure.
Yeah. Seems like a basic cheese pizza, but I'm sure it's really tasty.
Yeah.
And then we have Florida shrimp and grits, which fresh Florida shrimp and Florida sourced cheddar grits. Florida sourced cheddar grits. How are the grits Florida? Okay. I didn't
They're
think
made in Jacksonville.
Okay. Made in Jacksonville by Congaree
and Penn.
I don't know who any of these people are.
Nope.
But it's served in a Cajun beer reduction featuring local Crooked Can Brewing Company beer. So again,
My wife would be all over that.
they just
She'd be all
sourced
over it.
everything locally, and you've got shrimp and grits that looks pretty darn tasty.
It does. It does. Oh my gosh, this thing keeps going. It never
We're
ends.
almost done. We are almost done.
Oh my goodness. Okay. So we got T-Rex is doing a drink. There's the whatever this is, Vivoli Il Gelato,
Yeah.
right?
With a cannoli.
Isn't it the one in the park?
Is it? The citrus orange
What's the
cannoli?
gelato stand in the park called?
I'd have to go look it up. I don't remember.
Yeah, I mean,
You're talking the one in
that's
Epcot, right?
Yeah. Is that not it? No, it's Disney Springs. It's a different one. Oh, okay. Yeah, no, I see it now.
It is different. Yeah.
I've walked by this one. Okay. The citrus orange cannoli. So this is a sweet orange ricotta cream and crispy Italian pastry shell topped with chocolate chips. I mean, basic, but probably delicious, right?
I feel like the orange is, like everything else here, the orange is that extra layer of, adding something new and interesting to it and local, I assume.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then we've got over at Wine Bar George, we got grilled corn on the cob with tangy key lime crema topped with crumble cotija cheese and chili lime seasoning. They've done this is what I can't think of the name of it. It's Mexican street corn. That's what they're doing here.
That's exactly what this is.
Yeah, I can't think of the name of it. Why am I blanking? I said it on a different episode and someone corrected me.
Yes, I remember what it was called, but I'm blanking on it as well.
I can't remember anything. Elote, thank you.
Yeah.
Elote, thank you, internet. Yeah. So this is, I mean, look, it looks delicious. I love elote. So this looks really good. But then also over at Wolfgang Puck Bar and Grill is what is a friend snapper sandwich? What is a friend snapper?
I thought that said fried snapper sandwich, but you're right. It says friend.
It says friend. Yeah. What the world
locally
is that?
sourced snapper served with a Valencia citrus slaw and French fries. But,
I don't believe we have a picture of this. So
maybe.
No.
Yeah, who's the friend?
Friend snap. There's got to be a reference here that we're missing or something.
Yeah.
I don't. It doesn't make any sense to me. And then I mean the last one we have on here is what is this? Yasake?
Yeah, with shaved ice, which
yeah.
I mean, I guess you can get shaved ice in Epcot, which is also really good. But this is tangy lemon syrup and juicy mandarin orange slices. So something a little different. And,
yeah.
A bit of orange in my shaved ice. It's not a bad thing.
Yeah, absolutely. All right. Well, that is this
quite
sort of festival that's going on, right? I would definitely check this out, right? If you like citrus stuff too, I mean, you are in good shape for this festival, right?
Citrus and fish. If those are things up your alley, there's tons of options.
Yeah, if you want a lot of key lime milkshakes, you're in heaven. Okay, there's like 5 of them at least. Somebody should do a key lime milkshake, like
comparisons.
Well, yeah, they should just go around and do each key lime milkshake, right, and see which one's the best.
Yeah, that's a good question because I guess they're all making the same thing, but who's making it better, right?
Yeah, there you go. Someone's got to rate the best key lime thing at this sort of pseudo festival.
We want to hear what you guys think.
Yeah,
if you try one of these key lime shakes, let us know.
Yeah, please put this, put it in the comments. Send us an email. Thank you guys for joining us on Food Time, of course. Give us like throw in like a hashtag Team Food into our comments or something. We're happy to be doing more of these. So and if there's anything else, if there's anything specific you want to see on the show, let us know. If there's anything we could be doing better, let us know. But we really appreciate you guys checking out Food Time, and of course, brought to you by Welcome Home Podcast. So go check out that as well. But we'll talk to you next time.